Good morning, good morning. We are on day 103. We're out here bright and early because we got a decent day. Doing 20.6, something about there-ish. So we took our zero and then we drove back to where we left off, which is the top of Hog something mountain. I do look at them, I promise you, to see if I'm going the right way. And then I forget the name as soon as I've done looking at it. I did have some coffee this morning, so it can't be caffeine, although it may not have kicked in yet. Anyway, so we're in the Shenandoahs. We're walking so far on a really nice trail, and I'm kind of hoping it stays that way, which would be really great. There were definitely a bunch of hikers. I think they're day hikers, section hikers. So I think, and it's Saturday, so I actually do expect it to be pretty busy in here today. It's Saturday, September 16th, so it's cool this morning. It was like 8 Celsius, so someone told me that's in like the mid 50s, I think. So definitely feeling like fall. So hopefully that'll keep our stingy friends in the ground, or at least a lot calmer. But it looks like a gorgeous day. I think it'll actually warm up quite nicely. Hopefully not too much humidity, but who knows with the weather. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the day. It's just going to be a lot of up and down because we're getting a lot more elevation in the Shenandoahs. So a little more intense hiking, but nicer trails. So honestly, I'll take that over rocks any day of the week because those were just intense. I actually looked at the bottom of my shoes and it definitely wore them down quite a bit. And a lot of people said the Pennsylvania rocks just tore up their shoes, and it didn't tear up mine, but it definitely wore the grip away. So hopefully I won't need much in here. But looks to be a good day. We're fed, we're caffeinated, all is good. And let's show you what I'm running on. So that is my trail this fine morning. See, doesn't that look gorgeous? Oh, do love it. And I got starting the day with pretty much a downhill because I ended the other day at the top of a mountain. So at least for the next good couple of miles, I'm going mostly down with probably little ups, and then I'm sure we'll have some big climbs in there later on because that is the Shenandoahs. But beautiful big trees and seen lots of squirrels. Haven't heard too many birds yet, but you know, I'm sure they're out there too. Okay, let's get going. So we've come out to the panorama parking area. We're about mile 9-ish, I guess. Really, I just came here to use the bathrooms and stop and have a little lunch where there's no wasps to eat me, and I have some shade and grass and fountains, etc. So it's a great little halfway point for me. So I'm gonna do that and maybe even learn on these signs what's special about Shenandoah. Okay, so I stopped and had some lunch there. Ran into Turtle, so sat and chatted with her for about a half an hour and had my lunch, and now I get to go up about 1,200 feet. So I've just started that, but the trail is nice. There's quite a few people who are coming down this trail. So I suspect there's a lot of people out today because it is a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. All right, I'm gonna keep going up and up and up and up. A very, very busy day into the Shenandoahs. Everybody's up here. So we made it to the top of the mountain. Now we're going back down.
Find another top of a mountain.
Yeah. Because there's always more mountains. And lots of people up here today. Which is great for the park and good that people are active, but wow.
Yeah, I think we're going to be doing CPR on someone today.
Possibly. Okay, so this is Bird's Nest Shelter. I think it's about 14-ish miles in. It's meant for through hikers, or at least those who've been out here for at least 3 nights. It's quite a fancy shelter. It's got a picnic table and a sleep pad up here and a fireplace. So, yeah, pretty impressive, I think, as far as shelters go. We've got a bear hang pole, so you don't have to figure out how to do that. And another one here, and a privy, and quite a fancy looking shelter. Okay, so we've reached the pinnacle. That's actually what it's called, 3,700 feet. You can kind of see the ridge line we've been walking on, so up there and up there, and the rest of the Shenandoahs, or whatever this mountain range over that we're looking is, I don't actually know. It's pretty.
That's pretty.
Possibly. Clearly this sign lies, because we've added almost 200 miles to that number. Oh wow. We're just walking through this very nice park. We're going, well, there's the blaze. We're going that way?
That way.
This way. Okay. So a view of a lot of trees down there. Oh, there's the skyline. We're about a mile and a half from the end of today. There we go. Alright, let's get off the rocks. Okay, so this is where we just had dinner at the Skyland dining room. It was pretty tasty. Not your typical hiker dinner, but damn, it was tasty.
Anniversary dinner.
It was our anniversary dinner, so we enjoyed that. And that's a lovely little place. All right, well that's pretty much it for tonight, and now we go find a trailhead to sleep at.
Going to a food coma.
Good morning. We are at day 104. We just left the trailhead there. And then we're near the Skyland I don't know, dining hall area. Anyway, across a bunch of roads here. It rained last night. It's going to rain pretty much all day today, which is why I've got the snazzy rain gear on. We've just got a little short moment of reprieve, which doesn't seem to last long. It keeps to be coming on and off. But it's a nice temperature. And this area has been in a drought, I guess, for a while, so this rain is desperately needed. Did I need it? No. Does the ground need it? Yes. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Had a good sleep anyway at the trailhead here. A few late night partiers because it was Saturday night. It always seems to be a thing. I don't get it, but whatever. I don't live near the Appalachian Trail. So the plan today is to do 18.7 miles, I believe. Should actually be a decent day, not quite as much elevation as yesterday, but there definitely will continue to be elevation because the further south we get, I guess we get into more mountains again, which has been nice. But sadly, with the rain, the views are probably going to be pretty non-existent. But it's a really nice little area. We had, like I said, a great dinner last night. I think I showed you the place. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So let's get going. And I'll give you a quick show of what I'm running on. So right now, this is the kind of trail, just because we're so close to trailheads and a very touristy area, so it's nice and wide and pretty, yeah, well, with few obstacles are the words. The words are not coming out of my mouth early, or good this morning, or well this morning. Oh. Anyway, it's early enough, so my brain will still start to function. The roads are right, literally there, so you'll definitely hear some road sounds because this trail follows the Skyline, road through the Shenandoahs, which is a gorgeous drive. And those are the posts I keep seeing and I keep showing, and they actually have writing on them, so you can see what's going on, although it's just because it's a side post. There was another one down there that tells you where the Appalachian Trail is, but this is just telling you where the other trails go. But anyway, so that's pretty much the day. All right, let's get going. Okay, so we're at Timber Hollow Overlook area. Although I know I said there wasn't going to be much for views. It's a pretty view. It's a different kind of view. It's a bit windy up here, which means all the trees are shedding all their water that's been on them. Hopefully it'll actually clear off. I don't know. It's supposed to rain all day still, so I don't know. There's no service up here, so I can't double check because that was yesterday's weather, so who knows. Anyway, let's keep going. That's just a little going up again. And this is the trail I'm running on. It's presently not raining, but it definitely is cloudy and cool. I think we're maybe in the high 60s right now. I think that's what it equates to. I'll probably figure that out by the time I'm done the trail. But it is pretty up here. And that's where it's come from. These 3 deer here are literally 10 feet from me, just munching away. They don't even care. Fattening up for the winter. They're still behind me. Like I just walked literally past them 5 feet in front of them because they're obviously having lunch and they clearly want to continue. So they didn't run away. I walked past them. They're still there. Granted, I did it very slowly because I didn't want them to scatter. They're having a tasty lunch. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going. I just made my day. Okay, so apparently we are at the Franklin Cliffs, and this is my view this morning. So you can see all the cloud cover in the middle. It's presently not raining. It keeps kind of drizzling on and off, but right now we're dry. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so we're at Fisher Gap here. You can see the clouds and the mountain in the background, and just to give you a sense of where we are, this ridge line here is what we've been kind of walking up and down. That's where we were yesterday, and now we're here. And going back into the bush. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm just stopping for a little break. I had passed by before we got started, actually, because the Skyland lounge there has a Starbucks that opened at 7:30. Yay! So I grabbed a coffee this morning and an apple Danish, I think. So anyway, I'm just having a lovely little snack on a rock. The bugs are pleasantly not aggressively crazy today. I've seen a few. Walked by one hornet's nest, but no issues there so far. So I'm just going to have a snack and keep on going. All right. Okay, this is our Black Rock view. This is of the northwest direction. Clouds are still there, but you can see the ranges back in there and all the farmland, and the sun is trying to peek out, but it just can't quite pull it off. All right, let's get back on trail. So many deer out here, so many deer who they're fattening up. They have no desire to be scared by me. And again, there's 3 of them in there. All right, well, let's let him fatten himself up. Okay, so you are now the like 15th deer I've seen in, I don't know, since this morning anyway. Okay, hey little fella. I do have to walk past here, okay? You don't seem overly concerned about me. There you go. That's a good spot. You can stay there. And you're going to. Okay, I'm going to keep going. That deer's just going to hang out there. Okay. Okay, I feel like I've just walked onto the set of Bambi. I've seriously, in the last 5 minutes, have seen about a dozen deer, and there's another one up there. This is the area they're all hanging out in. They seem pretty pleased about it. But, yeah, it's crazy. Like, I have seen already, and I'm just over halfway, probably 18 deer. So, Virginia, you're the one hogging all the deer, or they really, really like it here. Can't blame them, it's pretty nice. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so this is the first time I've actually seen a sign that says that, because I've been complaining about it for a while. And I don't usually like to complain, but I swear they're putting me into like trust issues. So I know that there's wasp nests along here. I'm going to be extra careful, so I'm not walking right now with my phone because I'm going to be zipping through here fairly quickly. But I'm glad it's a cool rainy day because that tends to calm them down a bit. And I know there was a sobo just ahead of me, so hopefully he didn't stir anything up to tick him off to come get me after. All right, let's get through. Okay, so the wasp nest they were referring to was that one I took a picture of. So despite the fact that we've passed many wasp nests like that very close to the trail, that's the first sign I've seen. So well done, Virginia, for at least letting us know that the stingy little, I won't swear, but I should, are at least there. So I did not get stung, I have passed it, and we're going to continue to walk. Okay, let's keep going.